been in my apartment by myself all day, you guys. I get a little stir crazy. So sorry about that. Thank you for clicking to watch this video, to hang out with me. I'm gonna be doing another girl talk life update kind of video. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of my apartment. I don't want to do an apartment tour because people are weird. So I'm not going to do like a full apartment tour, but I will be showing you guys a little bit into my apartment, which I love. My last girl talk video, I was sharing with you guys that I'm going through a divorce, which has been rough. At least I can laugh about it though. I can laugh now about how rough it's been. Girl. So this video is just gonna be me getting ready and putting on some makeup and just catching up with you guys, letting you guys know what's going on. Before I jump into the makeup, I wanna give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, ThredUp. Woo! If you're not familiar, ThredUp is an online consignment and thrift store, and I love them. I'm obsessed. It's the best and easiest way to thrift shop. All of the items that I got this time around are specifically for winter. I got a new coat, I got new boots, I got new jeans. Like, I went in, and I'm very, very happy about it. I'm currently wearing two of the things that I got from the site right now. These jeans and this belt. Hey now. Look how great my belt looks in these jeans. First of all, the jeans are Everlane jeans. I got them brand new. Brand new, the tag was still on them. The original price for these jeans, I think was like $100 to $120. I'm not for sure certain. I got them for $46.99, baby. The belt is from a brand called A Broad. It's a real leather belt, 20 bucks, all right? When you go onto the site, you can make like special settings so that it only shows items in your size. You can pick colors, you can pick brands, like you can really customize exactly what you're looking for. It's like going to the thrift store, but everything is very, very, very organized. You know what I mean? I got a really cute pink sweater. I got a yellow puffer jacket. The yellow puffer jacket I'm obsessed with. It was literally $200 from Free People. I got it on the site at ThredUp for $74.99. So that's on you. If you don't want to save money, that's on you. If you would like to try ThredUp today, you can use my code and click the link in the description box and save 30% off of your first order. So go and check them out. Use my code in the description box, the link. Yeah, do it. You should. You deserve it. All right, let's put on some makeup. I already have my brows on because I accidentally waxed off the ends, so I look like Spock right now. Also haven't done one of these like girl talk videos in a while, and I definitely feel the vulnerability hangover coming. It's not easy being vulnerable in general. It's even less easy being vulnerable on the internet, but it is healing for me in a way to be open about what's going on in my life and how I'm processing things. And a lot of you say that it helps you as well, and I'm super grateful about that, honestly. Like, if me talking about what goes on in my crazy little ball helps you in your crazy little ball, then that's all we can ask for, right? Like, none of us really know what we're doing, do we? I don't think so. I don't think we do. And I think the people who say that they do are liars. It's impossible to have life figured out, but we're doing our best. We're doing what we can. I'm doing what I can. A lot of people commented on my last video with very, very kind words, and I really, really appreciate it. A lot of people shared that they're going through similar experiences or have experienced separation or divorce. And it's hard. I didn't really go into it much in that video. I don't know if I'll really even talk about it in this video, to be honest, but I am gonna like talk about being single and what that's been like, because it's something. It's not good or bad, it's just strange. Feels strange. The reason it feels so strange, I think, is because making a commitment like marriage holds so much value, not only energetically but in our society. And so when you make that kind of commitment and you mean it, and then you break it, you decide to break it, it's like a part of you dies. Like, the part of you that made that commitment dies. That sounds very dramatic. I know, I realize how dramatic that sounds, but like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm grieving. It gets better and better every day, but I feel it's like a constant state of grief. My therapist agrees. It's grief. And kudos to the people who do it again, okay? Because that is, I really have been thinking about it a lot, you guys. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get married again. I really don't think that's something I should do. I don't think so. Could definitely be because I'm still healing that I feel that way, but I don't know. I really have been like thinking about it a lot, and I don't think I would. I'm grateful that I'm having an amicable divorce, but it's still a lot. Like, it takes so much time, effort, money to get divorced. Even when both people want to get divorced, you still have to go through all of these hoops and jumps and bounds in order for it to happen. There should definitely be a more strenuous process involved with getting married because of how strenuous the divorce process is. It honestly, it seems like a trap. The way that a lot of people view marriage, even today, is very much possessive. It's very much rooted in property. And I realize that this is a very dated, very heterosexual way of viewing the institution, but it's the foundation of the institution, okay? And it wasn't that long ago that women were literal property. And because women were looked at as property and possessions, there was a lot of control involved, especially amongst the husbands. Like, this is mine, so I can do with it what I want. The means with which husbands exercised that control varied. You know, sometimes it was physical and violent. Sometimes they would literally lock their wife in the house, in the room. And that was illegal. Like, that was a perfectly legal thing to do, was to lock her up, lock her in the room, put a literal chain on the door, and she cannot leave the house. Now, because of the root of marriage, the foundation, because it's still rooted in possession and control, and physical violence is no longer socially acceptable. It still happens a lot, but it's no longer socially acceptable. Other means of control are exacerbated in relationships. Financial, emotional, psychological, mental, sexual, and those are the things you can't prove. Those are the things that are a lot harder to prove, but still means of controlling the other person. And even modern now, like, you can have a same-sex relationship where one or both people still views it that way. It's, you're my possession, and so I need to control you because you're mine and no one else can have you. It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum, and I'm trying to get to the point of what I'm trying to say. Oh, right, it's a trap. Until we remove the possessiveness out of marriage, until we re-examine how easy it is to get married and how hard it is to get divorced, until we all as people learn to manage our own emotional beings, things are getting messy. It's getting sticky. It's getting really messy. You know what I mean? I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below, or if I'm making sense, or if I'm just jaded and I just need to take a chill pill, and maybe in a couple years I'll decide to get married again. I hope not. I hope I don't do that again. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Never say never. I don't want anyone to think I'm like just completely shit-talking marriage and like people's marriage. I know some people have happy marriages, and Godspeed, honestly. And I probably definitely am just projecting. I don't know. I've talked to both of my grandmas, and they both have been married and divorced at least once, and they both agree, like, yeah, don't do it again. Both of my grandmas said that, like, dang, grandmas. On both sides, my mom's mom and my dad's mom. I have started dating again just for funsies. Honestly, it has been a fun experience, I will say. I don't want to do it anymore, but the dates that I have been on have been pretty fun. And I think it's because I'm just asking them, like, just off the cuff questions. Like, whatever comes to mind, I'm just pew. What's your mom like? What's your dad like? Are you more like your mom, or are you more like your dad? How do you feel about OnlyFans? Who did you vote for in 2016? No, I'm just kidding, kind of. I do ask really, like, intense questions, but it's because I just want to know who the person is. And I feel like most people are afraid early on when dating to ask those questions, but that's the time to ask. Before your emotional well-being is tied to the response, ask the hard questions. You know what I mean? Don't take any dating advice from me, though. Seriously, don't take any dating advice from me. I take everything that I just said back. Maybe it's probably better not to ask super invasive questions to a stranger, but if they're willing to answer, why not? You know, they asked you out. Don't listen to me. You guys seriously don't listen to me. I really am just fucking around. Like, I go on these days purely just to see what's going on. I just want to know what is going on. What can you guys say is going on? Like, what do you observe if you're dating or if you're married? Like, how do you view this? I have been personally committed to myself, again, like I said, in my emotional well-being. I decorated my apartment. I have my bachelorette pad, which I'm obsessed with. Like, I definitely spend a lot of time home by myself, working from home, and just in my own solitude. And so I really made an effort to make my space a place that I like being. I wanted as many things pink as possible. My Christmas tree was really, really cute. I'm very sad that I'm gonna have to take that down. I have an amazing view of the city, which honestly I feel has saved me in a lot of ways, because typically I like apartments kind of like dark and dungeony. Like I like almost like to feel like I'm living in a cave. This apartment, the windows are so big, I don't have any choice but to see and feel the sunlight. So, seasonal depression who? I got all pink utensils, dishes. I got a teacup set. Sometimes my friends come over and we have tea parties. It definitely looks like a 5-year-old bought a lot of the things, but that's what I wanted. That was the goal. It has been really healing to just think for myself again and decide and make choices for just me again. A bit lonely, but like in a good way, if I can. I don't know if that, can I say that? I did just say that. So, period. Our emotional currency is so expensive, and I don't think we realize that. I don't think I realized that until last year, 2022. Girl, it costs a lot. It costs a lot to care. It costs a lot when someone else can affect your emotions, can alter your emotional state. Stop. We have to just stop giving that to anyone, let alone people who don't know how to care for their own. Like, I know that's easier said than done, and I really am not trying to like sit here on a soapbox about it. I really am not. Something I am very, very serious about is understanding and recognizing when your emotions are being used against you in a manipulative way. A lot of human behavior is dictated on emotion. Like, a lot of the things that we do are emotionally driven, and so not being aware of it is so dangerous, actually. I'm doing my best to be conscious of 4 emotions specifically when it comes to manipulation, being emotionally manipulated: guilt, pity, fear, or shame. Anytime I feel those emotions arising in me, I have to stop and like reset, check in with myself. What is happening here? Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What is pushing me or motivating me to feel this way? And then to follow it through with an action. Examples of this are like feeling guilty, so you go somewhere you don't actually want to go, or you do something that you don't actually want to do. No, I'm not going to feel guilty about not giving you my number or saying no to a second date. I don't want to do that. Why would you, if you care about me, why would you want me to feel those emotions? That's key. I don't want anyone I care about or love to feel those emotions: pity, fear, guilt, or shame. If you grew up religious, you probably have those ingrained into your subconsciousness. Like, people who grew up Catholic have a lot of guilt. People who grew up Christian have a lot of fear and guilt. That's a video for another day. Like, listen, the emotions in themselves are not bad, and you are going to feel them at different points in your existence. But when someone else is evoking those emotions and then requiring you to provide an action based in those emotions, take a step back. Just take a step back. Let's just rethink this. Let's think about it again. A good way to understand your emotional being more and your feelings more is meditation, therapy, and just generally spending more time with yourself. Just being in your own emotional space. It becomes very, very clear when someone else is affecting it. One of the books that I read to help with this was a book called Personal Power Through Awareness. I'll put it down in the description box below. Revolutionary to understanding like how exactly that works, how to recognize it. Highly recommend. Okay, I am losing light now. The sun goes down at 4 o'clock. Let me put on some blush, get her going. I do really like the way that my makeup turned out. It's very just chill. I'm gonna go run some errands and then have some drinks with friends. So not too much going on. Definitely not going on dates. It's too much. It really is. It's just energetically, it just feels heavy. Hopefully one day I'll feel differently about it. I don't really know. But I am really enjoying just spending time with my friends and family and myself. Most importantly, your girl. Period. All right, I'm gonna head out after that. I think I'm done after that one. Thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and supporting me. Thank you so much again to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in the description box to get 30% off your first order using my code. You better start thrifting, babe. Save some money. Love you guys so much. Be safe. Be happy. Happy New Year. Okay, bye.